Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really plunging into something deep, this whole question around divine foreknowledge.
God knowing everything that will happen.
Exactly. And then predestination, this idea that our ultimate fate is set and how that squares with, well, our own free will.
Yeah, it's a classic puzzle. Our source material today, it actually challenges some common ideas, gives a pretty nuanced view.
It does. And the core thing, it seems, is why we don't know our final destination, even if God does.
Right. That lack of knowledge is key. Our mission here is to sort of unpack what that unknowing really means for you, for how we live.
Okay, let's get into it. This paradox. God knows the end, salvation or judgment, but we don't. We can't know it beforehand.
Mm-hmm. And the Force suggests it's not like God's just keeping secrets for no reason. It's the journey itself.
So why the secrecy then? What's the thinking there?
Well, think about it. If you knew for sure how things would turn out, it kind of strips the meaning from faith, doesn't it? From effort.
Yeah, I see that. If you knew you were doomed, why bother trying to be good or grow?
Or the opposite. If you knew you were guaranteed salvation, why would you make those tough sacrifices? Why go through difficult trials?
The source mentions that specifically, doesn't it? Yeah. To pass trials, one must sacrifice life and equivalent things. That hits differently if you already know the score.
Exactly. It would fundamentally change things. And if we look at the bigger picture, the argument is that knowing could actually corrupt true free will.
Corrupt it how?
Well, genuine love, the foundation of creation, according to the source, can't be coerced. If our choices are just playing out a known script, is it real love? Is it real choice?
Okay. Like with figures such as Paul, Peter, even Judas, they had opportunities, real choices to make.
Right. Even if a higher power knew the likely outcome, they still had to live it, choose it. It shows God's fairness, offering real chances.
Okay, but what about the Holy Spirit? The source acknowledges the Spirit gives assurance, right? That feeling of you are in God, doesn't that offer some certainty?
It offers confidence, assurance in your walk, yes. But the source is careful here. It's not presented as an ironclad, unchangeable guarantee of your final destination.
So it's conditional.
It seems so. It explicitly says, if you betray the Son, you can fall out of predestination. It's a pretty strong statement. Assurance isn't immunity from falling away.
And God doesn't just judge immediately based on what he knows.
Apparently not. Because, as the text puts it, creatures wouldn't understand why. There's a need for God's fairness to be sort of demonstrated publicly through our actual choices over time.
That makes sense. Fairness needs to be seen. Okay, this conditional aspect is clear, but then what about scriptures like Romans 8? That passage feels so absolute.
Romans 8. Yeah, that's a big one. It talks about this unbreakable love, predestination.
Yeah.
It sounds like total certainty.
It really does. How does the source handle that?
It gives crucial context. It argues those verses aren't like a general promise to everyone that they can know their guaranteed future now.
Okay, so who are they for then?
They're specifically given to those saints who are enduring the world's persecution and threat of death and the sun. It's assurance for those already deep in the struggle, proving their faith.
So it's comfort and strength of the suffering faithful, saying God won't abandon them in that moment.
Exactly. But it doesn't cancel out that condition of remaining in the sun, of continuing in faith. It's not a blank check for the future known in advance.
Wow. Okay, this deep dive really pulls these threads together. God's knowledge, our freedom, they coexist, but our not knowing is actually vital.
Precisely. Foreknowledge from God's side doesn't eliminate our free will from ours. Our ignorance of the final outcome is what preserves the meaning of our choices.
So we're meant to live in a way that, well, proves our faith through action.
That seemed to be the encouragement, not just resting on some assumed destiny we can't actually know for sure. God's love is always offering the chance, the opportunity to choose him.
So, for you listening, what does this all boil down to? It really means living with purpose, right? Embracing the choices you make today, because they genuinely matter.
They have profound significance.
And here's something to really chew on. If knowing your ultimate future would actually rob your present choices of their weight and meaning, what does that tell you about the incredible value of not knowing and the power packed into the decisions you make today?